Hey everyone, Andrew with Andrew's Air Cool Technology. Got a request for installation video for the lightweight cooling fan, so I'm going to walk through that as quickly as we can. Obviously what you'll get in the kit is a fan. You'll get my mounting hub that replaces the stock one. You'll get the washer and flange nut, and you'll get some optional spacers. And I'm going to show you real quick what those spacers are for. On the alternator, I'm going to take this woodruff key out here. Take that out. On the alternator, maybe I'll see this right here. There's this little aluminum spacer right here. See if I can pull it out. No, this is actually one that I made, but for various reasons in prototyping. These vary in height substantially. So these spacers will sit here like this if necessary to space the fan away from the backing plate so you don't have the fan rubbing on the backing plate. So that's what those are for. They're optional. Most people, I don't believe, have needed them based on the feedback I've gotten, but 3 do come in the kit. If you have an odd situation where you even need more, I have lots of extra of these, willing to send those out to people. But so yeah, just keep that in mind, that spacer varies in height quite a bit, and it seems to vary in height with the brand and some other things based on the feedback I've gotten. So we're going to show the full installation. I've got the backing plates, I've got the OEM fan shroud as well, and so we're going to just start with that real quick. So first goes the outer backing plate, what you can see from the fan shroud. Then goes the ring after that. Then goes the inner backing plate. And you always want to make sure that this opening, this air opening right here, is towards the bottom. Okay, so of your alternator or generator. So you put those on, and then we have two little spring washers. That's what comes with the OEM, and 2 6mm, 10mm outside hex nuts that go on. We'll just put those on. And these just need to be hand tight. They have spring washers on them. You don't have to do anything special to keep these tight. Now you might also, aftermarket backing plate kits lots of times come with nylock nuts, which is fine. You know, obviously same thing, hand tight. They don't have to be super tight or anything. They'll just stay on there because they're nylock. These have the little spring washers. Never had problem with any of these coming loose. Maybe somebody has out there, but I've never seen that issue. And so we'll make sure we have our woodruff key in place here. On the fan, the hub, the size of the cup there around this is actually smaller than the fan. It's an interference fit, so it's going to be really tight. We've had a couple people like tap it with a hammer or do whatever, you know, a mallet, whatever, right, to get it to go on there. But generally speaking, lots of times you should be able to just press it on there. So you want to line it up where it's lined up real good like that, and then get nice even pressure on it. I'm gonna try to do it this way. And I'm gonna tap it with my hammer and punch. And once it's on there, it says really tight. What's on there, it'll look like it's almost flush, but it's not quite. It's actually about 1/4 millimeter below the surface there, which allows you to be able to actually torque it. So once we have that in place with our fan, we have our woodruff key there. We're gonna line it up on the shaft and the woodruff key, slide it on. And there you go. And then we're going to take washer next. Take the washer down on there. And the washer is a pretty tight fit. Put your nut down there. And I switch to my 18mm socket. What I like to do too on the nut is just do it this way, and then get it to start threading like that, and the whole thing will push down in there. And then we'll just tighten that up, and we won't tighten it. You know, I'm not gonna torque it and all that, but typically what you'll want to do sure where I put it. Anyway, so I'm not going to show it torquing it, but it needs to be torqued to 30 to 32 foot-pounds and use the red Loctite on the nut. Okay. Once you have that in place, and you'll want to torque this really once it's actually fully installed in the fan shroud. But this is what it should look like, right? So you got like there. So that washer's down, seated at the bottom. You don't want to hold on to these fan blades trying to torque it. Holding on to the fan blade, you might break them. You'll want to use your pulley on your outside, where you can put a screwdriver in there to hold it in place, and then torque it while it's actually in the fan shroud. So, and obviously we go here in the fan shroud. Up, and we put our screws in place, and these are the standard screws, nothing obviously unique there. Put those. Okay, there you go. You have fan mounted in the fan shroud. Obviously it's compatible with velocity ring. If you had a velocity ring on the back of this, won't cause any interference issues. And that's basically how you put it all together. It's real straightforward, pretty much just like a OEM fan, except for the hub. That's where you have to, lots of times it'll push on there with some pressure. I had to tap it on there with a hammer. It's fine. Once you get it in there and seated, it's never going to go anywhere, and you're all good to go. Hey, I appreciate all the business guys with the lightweight cooling fans, the fixed cooling flaps, and hopefully this helps people who have been asking questions about the install to get it installed and get it installed correctly. Appreciate it. Thanks everybody, and everybody have a great time. Great summer. Thanks. Bye-bye.